Okay, let me get this arranged. Oh, it just doesn't want to sit still. There we go. Sorry. Making you seasick. Okay, so here's the second mini. It's my companion piece to the piece that I made for Monica last month. And it did take me a while to get this complete. I don't know why. It just kind of sat in its box, unfinished. But here it is. It's bound also with the same brocade fabric that I bound Monica's with. And I had this thing here, and I may go ahead and hang some fibers from it, or maybe a charm or something. But I just think it's kind of neat to put there. And this is a tag flower that I made a long time ago that was sitting in my stash, so I used it. And then there's a flower similar to Monica's. I put these brown micro beads on this flower, and I just put a pearl in the middle of mine. And then this one, I put this really cool beer bottle cap on it. I love these. That's good beer too. And then this is a frame that I painted and stamped and put crackle accents on. Kind of similar to the way I did hers, and it's an active frame. You can put something inside of there. This is covered with some handmade paper that I got from Costco a few years ago, and it's just beautiful and iridescent, and it's also debossed. Can you see the flowers? And then down here is a little tag that says Sweet Memories, and I guess that's the title. I guess I'm not much for putting titles on the covers of these books. And then this is one of my felt flowers that I put together with, it's got the sugar coating, and it's got one of those little flowers in it, and a clip, triangle clip with a little bow over here. And it opens up, and this is vellum down here with some ribbon. And you pull it out, and this is an acetate frame that I had in my stash with a flower with a bow and a journaling spot and a little flower in a corner. And you turn it over, and it has a little fold out with lots of stuff in it. And on this side I have, this is a chipboard that I painted and glittered and dressed up. And you pull this out, and there's a tag. And this is just layered. It's just meant to be kind of pretty. And there's a journaling spot, and then on the back there's room. If it's active, if I want to put a tag in there, I can. And it says I left my mark on the world. So that's kind of pretty. And then this is, I take more chances with my own, and so I embossed on this, and it did get all bubbly, but I kind of like that. And then it's got alcohol ink and embossing and all kinds of things. And then on this side, there's a flower here, and there's another tag. And on the back, there's just some pattern paper and a button. I like this button, it's cool. And on this side, this chipboard, I painted it with the glossy, or I painted it with the H2Os, and then I put crackle accents over the top of it, and it did this weird thing, and it's kind of peeling off. But I kind of like it. It's really rustic looking. So there's chips coming off of it, but it's kind of neat. So anyway, and then on this side, the same thing happened to this circle. It's some Maya Road chipboard that I had, and I decorated it up and painted it, and it's all chipping off, but it's kind of cool. And then this is a mini within a mini. So there's this circle. It's a circle-shaped mini, and then there's a little butterfly charm that I alcohol inked, and then there's one of these butterflies that I handmade that are layered paper and decorative, and then this is an acetate tag behind that, and then there's some fibers on it, and then you open it up, and there's a journaling spot, and then there's a little tag that goes right there, and you turn the page, and another journaling spot, and then a little saying, and then a journaling spot. I love it. With the I love it on top of it. On this side, this is one of those Laura Dennison envelope things. And there's a little envelope with a tag here. And then there's a tag right here. Just a little bit of decoration. And then there's a tag here. See if you can see that whole thing. got an acetate corner on the back. This is kind of a cool technique where you spray a template and then you lay it down. You spray it with ink or glimmer mist and then you lay it down and it leaves the image of the template as a reverse. So that's kind of a cool technique. This had been in my stash, sitting in my scrap box forever, so I just used it up. And then here is a tag. And this is one of those little homemade flowers that my daughter and I have been fiddling with, and I made it out of, it's like a mulberry paper with some gold stuff in it. And there's an old button, and you pull this out, and there's a little journaling spot on the back. And you turn it over, and I stamped with StazOn on a very large sequin, and there's a tag and, you know, some ribbon. And you turn it over. And this is the top note shape embossed on Sand It, Tear It, Emboss It. And you pull this out, and this is it's like this. It spins, and this is a journaling stamp that I have that I cut out. It's flower shaped, and then there's some stamping, and I covered the back of the brad with this little ribbon flower that I made. Oh, you're stuck in there somehow. How did he get stuck in there? Oh no! I'm afraid. Ah! It got glued down somehow. This is just some journaling and just plain paper. And then this tag has the rest of that top note shape on it. And on the back, it's backed with pattern paper, and there's a journaling area. Doing here, okay, 7 minutes. Okay, so here's a Sand It, Tear It, Emboss It flower with a prima and a tag and a ribbon flower and a little placard, and you open this like this, and there's a tag right here, and it's just really simple little tag. And then this opens this way, and I left this pretty plain just to put a picture on, and this lifts in case I decide to put a tag under there. And then here is a flower, and it's an envelope, so it opens up, and there should be a tag in there, but there's not. I'm not really sure where that tag went. I think I lost it. I'm gonna have to make another one. Anyway, so there is a another one of those Maya Road chipboard that it's peeling up, and then there's glitter and one of my ribbon flowers. And then over here is an envelope that that has an acetate on it, and then you open it up, and then there's a little mini book in here. And I'll pull the mini book out. And it says, "Isn't life beautiful?" And all I did in here was ink it up and stamp some journaling spots. And then this one has little a vellum sheet in it. So there's another journaling spot, and a journaling spot, and a journaling spot in vellum, and a journaling spot, and just some stamping on that. So it's pretty simple, that. And then this is just beautiful paper. And then there's a little journaling tag here. It just slips right there. And then this opens. It's got some Velcro on it, and it opens. And it's just a pull out. So it has, it's been glimmer misted heavily, and it's sort of orange and teal and kind of cool, psychedelic almost. But I put different journaling spots on the pull out. There's a journaling spot there. Oh, it's getting caught. And then one right there. And that just folds closed. And then the back is left plain. Alright, so that is my version of the mini. It looks like my flower with the beer cap is not staying on. I'm going to have to get some new glue. Something a little more than a glue dot. Anyway, that's my version of the mini that I made for Monica. So, thanks for watching.